You're listening to KFAI 90.3 FM Minneapolis and 106.7 FM St. Paul and online at kfai.org. Radio with abundance.
I was just going to tell you, break it down whenever you're ready.
Already down.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good week.
See you next week.
Yeah.
All right, turn this down.
Oh, there's a blue button here. Mike's. You're on which point? You're on all of them. Yeah, and welcome to Malarkey-Radio with an Irish accent. Mishadai O'Sullivan. And Siobhan is off tonight cuddle buddying. Don't ask me what that is. You probably know already. And tonight, in the studio, I have Norah Rendell. Hi, Norah. Welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me. It's wonderful to be here tonight.
And you are going to talk to us about the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend, which is coming up in a couple of weeks at the Celtic Junction, right?
Yes. This is an event, a weekend-long festival event presented by the Centre for Irish Music, and all of the events are happening at the Celtic Junction. There we go. And it's Friday, June 10th. It's a great session experience. And Saturday, June 11th, it's the master concert. So we're bringing in 4 fantastic artists from New York to teach workshops for adults and for teens. And then we also have 2 children's workshops that go on throughout the weekend. Irish Trad Immersion Camp for 8 to 11-year-olds and a beginner camp taught by Danielle Enblom. And that's music and dance and cultural Irish. The whole shebang. And that's the beginner program for 7 to 11-year-olds. And you don't have to ever have any experience with Irish music to take part in that one.
Okay, so it starts on Friday the 10th and it goes on till Sunday the 12th.
Yeah.
And it's well, on Friday it starts at 7 in the evening and it goes on all day Saturday and all day Sunday?
Well, the workshops themselves for the children actually start on Friday, June 10th. The beginner workshop starts at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
And then the teen and the Irish Trad Immersion Camp start at 1:30 p.m. on Friday, June 10th.
Now we have a lot of great musicians in the Twin Cities, in St. Paul and in Minneapolis and the various suburbs who attend Celtic Junction to go to classes and teach there. And a lot of those will be playing during the weekend, right?
Absolutely. The Great Session Experience is the main free event of the weekend, and that's Friday, June 10th from 7 to 9. So from 7 to 9 p.m., we fill the Celtic Junction with music. Every single room has a live session going on, and it's a great chance for people who have never heard Irish traditional music to just come, have a drink, get a snack, and tour the Celtic Junction and listen to great music being played by musicians of all ages.
Not wanting to be negative or anything, but are the individual rooms soundproof?
Oh, they are.
Okay.
They are. And it's a fairly big building, so we have, I think this year we have 7 sessions that'll be happening, and one of those sessions is a traditional singing session, which we strategically place upstairs on the 3rd floor so that it's strategically it's quieter up there, and you can't hear all the racket from downstairs up there.
And who does the teaching? Who teaches the singing?
Who leads the singing session? Brian Miller, he runs the Traditional Irish Singers Club. It's the Traditional Singers Club. They don't only have Irish music at the Singers Club, but they'll be focusing on Irish music, obviously, at the singing session, at the Great Session Experience. But a song session, he'll be leading it, just making sure that the momentum is going. But if anyone has a song that they know and would like to sing, they're most welcome to come. Brian just makes sure that things are rolling.
That might be dangerous saying that on the air, but I'm sure you'll get some great singers. And Brian is your husband, of course. Right?
He is, yeah, and he's a great moderator of song sessions.
I'm sure what else would you say? Well, besides all the people, local people that are going to be involved, you're also bringing in some pretty big names from around the USA. And tell us about those guys.
Well, I'll tell you each one of them. The first is Joni Madden, and she's probably the best known of all of them. She's a whistle and flute player, the leader of Cherish the Ladies. She plays flute and whistle. And then there's Brian Conway on the fiddle, the Billy McComasky on accordion, button accordion, and Brendan Dolan on flute, Irish flute, and on piano. And he's the son of Felix Dolan, a fantastic piano player who we had here a few years ago.
Okay.
And he sadly passed away about 6 months after he was here in the Twin Cities, so we were very fortunate to have met him at that time. But his son is absolutely wonderful.
Was Brendan Dolan here last year?
No, Brendan himself has been here.
You brought in a CD of a group called Pride of New York, and it so happens that all of those four musicians are playing in this band. So we're going to play a couple of tracks of that. Let's play one right away.
Absolutely.
I'll let you choose.
Well, let's play the reels. This is Redigan and the Gatehouse Maid. Great set of reels by the Pride of New York.
Great. So you're totally on top of stereo here. Fantastic.
Oh, great. This is Brendan.
Right?
This is Brendan. They've all known one another for years.
Oh, they just made one recording pretty much. Okay. Are they all from New York? No,
They are originally.
Okay.
Billy McComasky now lives in Baltimore. Yeah, so we're bringing a bunch of New Yorkers in from Minnesota. That's dangerous. Watch out, Minnesota.
Is there anyone in the tracks that kind of feature solos?
Well, Sean McGlynn's Wolf, which I just really liked, I'd love to play that one, it really focuses on the accordion and fiddle together. So Billy McComasky and Brian Conway, they're both really featured.
Okay. Let's talk about Johnny Madden after this.
Okay.
About,
Great.
She's New Yorker, right? She's New Yorker.
Yes.
She was in here last year.
Yes.
Were any of these in last year?
No, nobody else has, none of the rest of them have ever been here to teach.
How does someone who wants to say take a quick lesson from Johnny Madden and the whistle, how would they go about that?
There are 4 workshops. I should probably pull them up. Is there an internet connection here?
There is, but it's awfully weak, and you have to program your
Okay.
computer.
Oh, there's I wonder if the coffee house down too. Because I can pull up.
Yeah, you need a password for them.
Oh, okay.
If you can bring up your network page.
Oh, I've got it.
Okay.
I printed out the adult workshop and I left it at home.
Wow. So okay, let's just talk about the.
So what they would do is they would go to our website and look up the workshop on the adult workshops page. And
Okay, so
there are specific adult workshops.
CentralIrishMusic.org.
MIM/MIM.
And there's adult workshops listed?
Yeah.
Okay.
So people can come for one workshop or they can come for that workshop over Saturday and Sunday.
And there's a charge, which we can't talk about, but they just say there's.
Yeah. So they just download a registration form and fill it out.
And that was the Pride of New York, a band consisting of the 4 big-name musicians that are coming into the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend in a couple of weeks at the Center for Irish Music. And in studio, I have Norah Rendell, who is
I'm the executive director of the Center for Irish Music.
Executive director.
I am, and I'm an instructor there as well.
Okay. What do you instruct?
I teach singing and whistle and flute and quite a few of the ensemble programs. I teach quite a few of the ensembles as well.
How many instructors do you have at the center?
We have, at the moment, we have 18 different people teaching traditional Irish instruments. Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And all the information about those classes and the fees and so on are on your website, centerforirishmusic.com?
Yes, centerforirishmusic.org. And it's confusing because Center for Irish Music sounds like a building, but in fact, the building itself is called the Celtic Junction, and inside the Celtic Junction is the Center for Irish Music and an Irish dance school called O'Shea Irish Dance. But the Center for Irish Music has been presenting the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend for 9 years now. This is the 9th weekend like this that we're putting on.
Okay. And if anybody is interested in doing a class in any instrument or vocal, or actually doing a class with some of the musicians that are coming in for this Minnesota Irish Music Weekend, just go to centerforirishmusic.org/MIM and check out the adult workshop page, and all the information is there. You can sign up, bring the instrument you want to learn, and just learn it. And next year you get to play in the weekend, right?
Absolutely. You can go to the Great Session Experience next year. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the musicians that are coming in, Norah. Joni Madden, she hardly needs an introduction in the Twin Cities or anywhere else, but talk to us about her.
Well, Joni Madden was here quite a few times last year, over 2015-16. She was here playing at the Ordway. She's the leader of Cherish the Ladies band, an all-female band that has been going for a long, long time. In fact, in the very early days of Cherish the Ladies, Laura McKenzie was in that band.
Right.
It wasn't a band at first, it was kind of a concept for a concert that was focused all on women. So anyway, Joni Madden is now the leader of that band, which is a touring outfit. They were here for the Ordway, for the opening of the new Ordway Theatre.
Right.
And then she came to the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend. I was so thrilled last year when she said she would come, and then this year when we realized we needed to focus on U.S.-based musicians or North American-based musicians, I immediately thought, myself and everyone on the committee thought, of Pride of New York, this fantastic band of just incredible musicians. So Joni is famous. She has a whistle album that has sold over 500,000 copies, and so any whistle player really would have this album at home. And I'm no exception. Some of the first whistle tunes I ever learned were from Joni Madden. So she's a real star.
She's a star, and she's also a personality, because last year I got to talk to her for a while, and it was more of a continuous laugh session.
Absolutely.
Conversation.
Oh, she's fantastic. She's a great personality, and
when she's on stage, she actually spends a lot of time doing a running commentary on the music that she's playing, and a running commentary on all the people on the stage with her.
Absolutely, and she gets everyone involved, including the audience.
Yes.
So, you won't want to miss the Saturday night concert it's June 11th, Saturday, June 11th at the Celtic Junction, because she will be orchestrating the whole thing and making sure it is a fantastic time.
She'll be in full flight.
Absolutely.
That's at 7:30.
Absolutely.
We're
7:30 p.m.
We're going to play another track from the band Pride of New York, and this one is Sean McGlynn's Waltz, and it has Billy McComiskey on fiddle and Brian Conway on the accordion.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sean McGlynn was an accordion player from Galway, East Galway, and he taught Billy McComiskey how to play. So we can talk about that a little bit more after we listen.
Here we go. Great. That was great.
I love this track. So schmaltzy. It's like old school dance hall music.
Yeah, it is. And right away you get a picture of all the ladies on one side and all the guys on the other side.
Exactly.
Holding their orange juices.
Have you seen the movie Brooklyn?
Yeah.
We should talk about that.
Yeah.
We could, because this just makes me think of Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I was really disappointed it didn't win the Oscar for Saoirse Ronan.
I didn't realize it was nominated for an Oscar. That's not wonderful. I thought that movie was amazing.
Yeah, I was crying. The first 15
all the way
minutes.
through that movie. I was a disaster.
Yeah, first 15 minutes where they were doing the local small town in Ireland. That is exactly what I was like.
Yeah. It was. It was an amazing. I thought it was a really well done movie, very classy, and the cinematography was beautiful.
And I love the Italian kid too. He was just right.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that movie.
Okay, let's.
So for the next track, I suppose we should talk about. We should have just done a Joni Madden track. I don't know why. We should talk about.
I have a Joni Madden one here. Let's see. I have a Joni Madden one here. Let's see. I have the Cats Meow, Darkness and Crime. Off of. I have the Cats Meow, Darkness and Crime. Off of. Our Infinite Variety.
She talked Cats Meow last year, so that'd be good.
Get that one on. We'll do that.
She talked Cats Meow last year, so that'd be good.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, I'm going to cut this a little short.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't it? So shall we talk about Billy?
Lights. Sean McGuire's Waltz from The Pride of New York. Tell us about that one.
Sean McGlynn's Waltz.
Sean McGlynn, I'm sorry, I misspoke.
No, that's
Okay.
Sean McGuire. It could have been Sean McGuire playing that. That was Brian Conway on the fiddle, Billy McComiskey on the accordion, and Brendan Dolan on the piano, playing a beautiful piano style. And Brendan will be giving workshops, as will Brian Conway and Billy McComiskey at the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend. But Sean McGlynn, I wanted to talk about him a little bit because when I called Billy McComiskey on the phone a couple of months ago and I said, what would you like to do some workshops on? It's always nice to have the artists do something that they're really passionate about. And so he said, well, I'd love to talk a little bit about the music that I learned from Sean McGlynn. He was his mentor and his teacher. And from East Galway. So he's going to be giving a workshop on the music specifically from him. And I think that will be a fascinating workshop for accordion players to hear not only the tunes themselves, but all the stories and the history behind them. Yeah, Billy's a great.
While we were listening to that last track, you mentioned the movie Brooklyn, because and actually you were right, it did remind me of Brooklyn. The old-fashioned ballroom of romance type music.
Yeah, I was looking up music from these guys on YouTube. The best place to find music these days, and I came across this waltz immediately, and I just loved it. It's beautiful playing, and it does make you want to dance, and so it made me think of Brooklyn.
While you're listening to Malarkey-Radio with an Irish accent, this is Mr. Diane Sullivan. Siobhan is taking the night off. I have Norah Rendell in the studio. We're talking about the Minnesota Music Weekend, and we'll be back after these messages. And we're back with Malarkey-Radio with an Irish accent, Mr. Diane Sullivan. And I forgot to mention, by the way, folks, that we are on Facebook Live at the moment. We're trying to set it up. If you go to, I believe it's on my website, David O'Sullivan. We're trying to get it to the Malarkey site, but we'll do that. Take a look and see. It's kind of primitive, but it's a start. So, Norah, we're talking about the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend, and we want to play. We talked so much about Joni Madden. We want to play a tune where she features.
This is actually a tune that she taught last year. It's called The Cat's Meow. Joni loves new tunes. Actually, she's got a great style for playing new tunes and traditional tunes as well. But this is a recording for playing The Cat's Meow.
That's great. This is a long one, so. I'll play the full thing. Okay, and we'll play out on track 7. What, you know what album that Eddie Kelly's is from? Off the top of your head.
Making the Rounds. This is Billy's solo
Oh,
album.
there it is, Making the Rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes into another tune here called Partners in Crime.
Partners in Crime. I'm trying to remember who wrote The Cat's Meow. I'll look it up.
Talk much about Brendan Dolan. Let's say a few words about him.
Oh, Joni wrote this tune. Joni wrote this tune when she was like 16.
The Partners in
The
Crime.
Cat's Meow.
Oh, the Cat's Meow. Okay, we got 40 seconds. Do you want to back announce it?
Yeah,
Say
yeah, I
who it is.
will. And then we'll talk about Billy.
Yeah. And then we'll go. I have some announcements, very few. We'll talk and then play out with the last one. We have 20 seconds. Thanks. Chan.
That was Joni Madden playing her own composition, The Cat's Meow, and then a jig called Partners in Crime. Joni Madden will be here with her band, Pride of New York, with Billy Muhammadi, Brendan Dolan, and Brian Conway for the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend, June 10th to 12th. Coming
Yeah.
up soon.
You know, her playing is so clear. I mean,
It is so clear.
Yeah.
It's just like her personality.
Yeah. Every word, there's no squeaky notes in there at all.
Absolutely not. And it's so confident and playful as well.
Okay, let's talk about. We didn't talk about the other Brendan Dolan. He's a piano player, right?
Well, he's a piano player and a flute player, and since Joni Madden is in the band, he doesn't get to play his flute, but he's a fantastic
She won't let
flute
him
player.
play.
Well, it always happens when you're an accompanist with Irish music. I don't know if you realize this. You know, he plays fiddle,
Yeah.
and then my husband Brian is a guitar player, of course, as well. He's a fantastic flute player.
Right.
Never gets to play
Never gets to play.
because people always want accompanists to play their accompaniment instruments. So
Right.
anyway, but I wanted to talk about Brendan Dolan and his flute playing and his teaching because he's going to be giving 2 workshops on flute technique and just flute tunes by some of his mentors also on Saturday. So he's going to be doing tunes by Mike Rafferty, who's a well-known flute player who passed away fairly recently, just a few years ago. So he's going to be teaching flute, but through the filter of, or with the theme, I suppose, of tunes from Mike Rafferty. And so he'll be teaching that, but he's also teaching 2 piano workshops, and those will be incredible. If any of you out there play piano, you must come and hear what he has to say about piano accompaniment to Irish music. He'll be talking particularly about Cayley band accompaniment.
Okay, let's Norah, let's kind of round it up and remind folks again about the dates and times, the locations, and the main events.
Yeah, so the big public events are the Great Session Experience on Friday, June 10th from 7 to 9 p.m. Everyone is welcome. Bring your instruments, come and play, and if you don't play, come and listen. Bring your kids. It's very family friendly.
It's open for everybody, whether you play or not.
Absolutely, and
Right.
it's free. And then on Saturday afternoon, evening, there's going to be actually community dinner. If people want to come and have dinner, they just need to put their orders in by this Friday, June 4th, and then come to the concert, which will be featuring these 4 amazing artists from 7:30 at the Celtic Junction. Those tickets are on sale at the centerforirishmusic.org. So if you want to find out about any more of these things, and then there will be workshops all weekend on the 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Do you have a telephone number just in case?
Yeah, if people want to call, we do answer our phone. 651-815-0083, just to give you my own cell number. Again, that's the Center for Irish Music, and it's 651-815-0083 or centerforirishmusic.org. All the information is at centerforirishmusic.org/MIM.
I wanted to thank you for coming in, Norah, and we're all looking forward to the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend coming up on June the 10th.
Well, thanks for having us. Thanks so much.
Just a couple of announcements. Scottish Tunes and Songs, Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. at the Celtic Junction. Small donation suggested. No need to register ahead. Come to as many classes as you wish. Tea and cookies, notations and lyrics provided, and the whole thing is being run by Laura Mackenzie. And
great stuff.
Okay, and you can find out more information on lauramackenzie.com. Look up there for more details. And that's the only announcement I have. If you have a desire to go out and listen to Irish music or hear Irish songs, check out the calendar on the Irish Music and Dance Association's website. That's inda-mn.org. And we will play out with one last tune from
Billy McComiskey's album. It's a solo album of accordion music called Making the Rounds. So this is Eddie Kelly's and Neil Casey's, and listen to this playing. It's just fantastic.
This is Misha Dayo Sullivan. Siobhan and I will be here next week. I will speak to you in Tacton Shakun. Good day to Salon.